What's up, everyone? It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming at you with another StealSpeaks Open 2016 tournament cast. And the players are, come on, don't make me wait for it. We got UnknownDesire7 spawning in as the blue Cybern Commander. He is echoing all the things. I will be back to see what he is building. And his opponent, UltraGodzilla1, dropping down an early air factory and then echoing all the things. The map is Seraphim Site 7.3.11a, and it appears that UnknownDesire is dropping down an air factory later than his opponent. His opponent, UltraGodzilla, I think I forgot to mention that he is a red Aeon commander. Then he's going for a land factory. This could be very interesting, considering who he is against. And you know, I have no idea what his opponent is doing. His opponent is dropping down a radar, so one land, one air could be good. But you know, definitely as you know, Cybern would probably want to go one land, one air because he's against Aeon. Aeon could do double air and be just fine against a Cybern player. And UltraGodzilla1 is scouting. Let's speed this bad boy up so the scout goes... That scout is not dying. Remember, this is +2, so he got a whole lot of information. And UnknownDesire, it was able to keep his unit pretty well off there, pretty well protected. So this is a round 3 match. It is unfortunately called the losers bracket. I'm going to call it the redemption match. And I like what UltraGodzilla1 is doing here. I would like to see it closer to this mass point here to really protect it. And UltraGodzilla is going weapon range and I think build time on his land units. And a land factory going down here for UnknownDesire, which is a wise thing because you don't want to deal with that against a Aeon player, because for sure if they see a second air factory, they will most definitely go for the tactical missile launcher. And wow, UnknownDesire just wiped out UltraGodzilla1's air force, and I think he didn't even lose one plane, forcing that single crashed out to try to protect the entirety of this base. Is there any AA on the... No, there's no AA. Crash downs do not do much damage to air units unless they're in a large group. Now, this air force here is free to do whatever the heck it wants. 3 land factories for UnknownDesire7. He's got a firm grip on eco, but I think he's a little bit behind UltraGodzilla1 by at least 1 mass point. That may be changing considering these bombers are on the field. One more pass would obviously do it. I don't think UnknownDesire has lost even one airplane yet. That's quite amazing considering that his opponent's air force has been effectively shut down. As you can see, the wise thing has been done. That air factory is not producing anymore. And I think those bombers took out that crash down. So there is no AA here to do anything. There's one crash down doing very, very little damage. As you can see, there's only one unit in yellow. And UnknownDesire does the wise thing. No, he's not. He's going to go for this one regardless of the AA. And it sounds like... It appears that that UltraGodzilla1 is going for Harvogs, which is not a bad idea considering he lost air. And this bombing run is definitely going to take out this mass extractor. Now, these AA units do not do much damage. Now, you need them en masse to do any good. And down goes that mass extractor. Now, there's a nice little army here for UnknownDesire as he's really pushing for... I like how he's putting down some Brackman in the bottleneck here. That's going to cause a lot of trouble there for UltraGodzilla, who definitely has the advantage in... No, he does not have the advantage in land factories, because... No, he does. He's got that land factory building it was just building an AA tower, which is not a bad idea. Now, these Harvogs have AA on them, which is a really good thing for UltraGodzilla, but UltraGodzilla is losing lots and lots of mass here. These mass extractors, that's 2, 3 went down, but this one right here got rebuilt, and that's just going to be a waste of mass there, and down it goes. I think maybe that was a Control K, I am not completely sure. Maybe it got blown up. Unknown Desire got rate of fire on his land unit, so these are going to be really nasty with the rate of fire. Now, I think the Harvogs have a rate of fire, are a little bit faster in the beginning. Now, a bombing run here, he's definitely going to lose a plane. Down goes the first Gemini, and I think a second one will definitely go. No, it's only one airplane lost for the 4 land units that went down. Now, Brackman doing their thing. As you can see, they are devastating the units. They didn't kill a whole lot, but they're going to nickel and dime that land unit. See, the Brackman are so deadly in the choke points. And UltraGodzilla1 had to push back his units. He thinks he could. He's pushing forward confidently, and it appears that UltraGodzilla1 has lost several units to unit detonate, excuse me, taking out a big portion of his army there. Now, UltraGodzilla1 has lost 1, 2, 3, 4 mass extractors. He's literally down to 6 mass extractors, and 1 is on the way, so that's 7. Now he's way behind. Now the bombing run going off, taking out a few units. Several of the area units went down for Unknown Desire. Unknown Desire is going back to UltraGodzilla1's base to see what's going on, and the bombing run is attacking the AA units. Really should be going for that engineer to make that a big waste of mass. Now, I like this shield here. That is a very good move there. Down goes another mass extractor for UltraGodzilla1. This is a darn good match, guys. I think it's lots of things going on here. Maybe not a whole lot of back and forth, but it's not a bad match. UltraGodzilla1 is doing a really good job. That it was another mass extractor going down. A really good job at protecting himself against a really good opponent here. Now, a second air factory, because Unknown Desire really wants to get some air units out there. Now, here's a clash going on with that point defense. That point defense is whittling down this army slowly. The Brackmen are doing what they can, but, oh man, UltraGodzilla1 has went into the danger zone, and the unit detonate took out a large portion of his army. Now, UltraGodzilla1 with a miss micro there, not really microing at all. The Brackmen are just free to do whatever the heck they want here. Now, Cobra's in the mix as UltraGodzilla1 is putting down another land factory. Now, that's going to be a dangerous thing to do because they are now Cobras in the mix. The force here is superior to what he's got. Now, more mass extractors going down. That's got to be super annoying. But to UltraGodzilla1's credit, he is putting down a whole... He's keeping up on rebuilding. See, rebuild 2 mass extractors. I really like that. Despite them getting destroyed almost immediately, it just shows that he's really paying attention to what is going on. So that's a really good thing there. Now, these engineers are in danger. Most definitely in danger. Now, an AA tower may not do it. Unknown Desire got power detonate on his structures. Now, I don't know what these Brackmen are doing. Were they? Oh, I think they're. Yes, they're being told to fire in these areas. They're not really aiming. Now, these structured unit detonate is so darn deadly, guys. Did you see that army just disappear? That army just. Oh, and UltraGodzilla1 Control K'd. Instead of fighting on, I think he should have just kept fighting on. I don't see why he gave up. He could have scouted and have seen that his opponent only had 1 research station, and he could have done something despite losing air superiority. Putting down a couple of air towers around here would have really done him some good and really secured his base. And maybe even building land factories out here to protect these to protect these mass points. That really would have been effective, putting a shield on them. In AA, they would probably have some sort of cross support with some air towers that he put up. It'd be expensive, but it would work out. He has enough units to defend himself, and all he had to do is buy time. But with all those energy generators, it looked like unknowndesire was going for either jump jet or megaliths, but there was no megaliths even planned out there. So I don't see why UltraGodzilla1 control Kate. I guess he just got frustrated and said, heck to the no thank you. But he did really, really well against a really great player. unknowndesire is definitely one of the best players I've seen, because that was some high-level play there. He just kept up the pressure. He really, really kept that up on UltraGodzilla1's base. And UltraGodzilla1 did a really good job keeping up with the rebuilding. So I gotta say that was a really good match from two really good players. But anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it and watching it myself. So that was awesome. So anyhow, guys, you know the spiel. I'm going to say, comment on my channel. And what am I going to say? I'm going to say Godzilla Rebuilds. Just to make sure you guys watched it all the way to this point, right? Godzilla Rebuilds in the comment section, because that would be really cool to hear, to see, not just to hear, but to see who made it this far. But anyhow, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it because that really helps me out, and share with your friends, family, and foes because they need something interesting to watch. And as always, everyone, GG.